Hello everyone and welcome to another edition of Sports Timeout. I'm Anthony Polidano as we come to you from Stevenson High School, where we'll check out spring sports highlights for the first time this year. Also coming up on this half-hour show, Kevin Lozon and I will predict exactly where our spring sports teams will finish in their divisional play. We'll also unveil the Sports Timeout Winner Player of the Year award winners in both volleyball and boys basketball. But first up, if baton twirling were an Olympic sport, then Sterling Heights would definitely have a medal contender within its borders. Her name is Sammi Kolasa, and she's proven the ability to be able to juggle much more than just batons.
While many Americans felt the recent Olympics were a bit of a disappointment, for Kolasa it was disappointment of a different kind. She wasn't able to take part in them.
We don't have baton twirling in Olympics, and it's only because the different organizations couldn't come together as one organization.
I think we work just as hard as any of those Olympians that compete in the Olympics, and the Junior Olympics is a great experience, but it's just not as great as going to the Olympic Games and stuff like that. And so yeah, I was kind of hoping by this point that they would be in the Olympics, because I have this sick feeling, that I'm going to be done, at the top of my age group, and then they're going to say, oh, we want to bring baton twirling in the Olympics, and I missed it by like 3 or 4 years, and that would be a real bummer.
They have jump roping in the Olympics, but they don't have baton twirling.
At the Junior Olympics, Kolasa, Sam or Sammy as her friends like to call her, has already won gold medals. It's just a part of a long list of trophies and awards this 17-year-old has piled up. There are so many trophies, in fact, that at the Kolasa household, they sit in boxes tucked away in storage. While Kolasa's achievements have been recognized by the twirling community, they are still very much off the radar in a society which places twirling a distant second to the unheralded sport of cheerleading.
I've come across a few people who think, you're just dancing with a stick, and it's not like that. It takes so much more work than that.
It's a work or practice schedule which includes 2 to 3 nights a week of private lessons year-round, not including her practice schedule with the Stallion Marching Band during the football season, or the 3 days a week she spends at the dance studio, a skill very necessary to become an elite twirler. Kolasa first got started not long after she could walk, being raised in a family with a history of twirling.
Oddly enough, my aunt, who was her great aunt, was a baton champion 50 years ago. And we've always had the baton in our family.
It's constantly been my mom, my aunts, my grandma for a really long time that was always like, oh, show me what you've learned, stuff like that. And just to see the expression on their faces that they've watched, my aunt twirl and my great aunt twirl, and then to see me twirl like 3rd generation, I think it really means a lot to them, and it's really special to them, and so in turn it's really special to me.
She truly loves the baton twirling. I would say probably about 10 years ago, she'd see the baton twirlers on the university for football games and things like that, and that was like, there's where I'm going to be.
Sam's twirling is just the tip of the iceberg. Her grade point average is an astounding 4.18. She's the vice president of Sterling Heights High's National Honor Society.
That's just one more competitive part of her. She's very diligent about her grades. It's not even a matter of us, having to be on her with her grades. She just does it. I don't think it comes real easy for her. It's not like she doesn't have to study. She just fits it into her schedule. There's a lot of times where we'll be driving over from our house out to the gym, and she'll study the whole way.
Still, there's more. When Kolasa isn't teaching baton to youngsters or peer mentoring at the high school, she's volunteering through NHS or her church youth group. So much so that in March of this year, Sammy was honored at the Source newspaper's Step Above Awards, as Kolasa was named Student Volunteer of the Year. It's a daunting schedule which leaves little downtime.
Sam's kind of a neat kid. When Sam is tired, she just falls asleep. No matter, it's a running joke, because she's the kind of person that can just stop and sleep for 10 minutes and then get up and go for 3 days. So that works to her benefit a lot. She has mastered the organization of her time.
I sit down at the beginning of the week and I go, okay, I have a math project that's due on Thursday, but I'll have to do that on Tuesday because I have dance on Wednesday or something like that. So I have to be organized. I have to schedule my time accordingly, or else I don't think I'd ever get it done. I probably would never sleep. So I definitely think it's me that pushes myself to have this kind of schedule, and I've done it for so long that I wouldn't have it any other way. I know over like Christmas break or something, when the gym is closed and I don't have school, it's kind of like I get crazy or something because I have nothing to do.
Sammi's next focus, or mountains to climb, are the Regional Baton Twirling Championships in Ohio in June and the Nationals in South Bend, Indiana in late July, where she's the defending World 3 baton champion. She won her favorite event for the first time ever last year.
I had competed in that for quite a few years and always gotten second or third. And so I went in this year thinking, you know, I might be able to do it, I might not be able to do it. And I just had to calm myself down, and I did that, you know, routine that needed to be done that day. And that was definitely the high point because that was one of my goals, and I ended up reaching it.
Like that, thank you. That's exactly what I'm talking about.
Something just went right because she's an easy kid. We have our moments, as all mothers and teenagers have, but she just makes it a little easier.
As for beyond the Nationals, well, as one might expect, she has plans for that too, whether the Olympic opportunity comes calling or not.
I definitely want to twirl for my college marching band, and my top two choices right now are either U of M or University of Louisville. And so I have auditions there within the next couple of months to see if I'll be able to twirl for their marching band. And I would also like to go into pre-med for my future career. So I'll be in school for a long time, but hopefully I'll be able to keep twirling all that time that I'm in school.
And we'll let you know exactly how Kolasa fares in both her regional and national competitions during the summer. Moving on now, we focus